Hey everyone, I hope you're good. And once again, welcome back to my new video one. So today's video is gonna be all around on comparing with our version to best version on this world. Okay, I know this topic is a little bit tough for me because although I also compare, to be honest, if you ask, so no, do not compare yourself. Yeah, of course I do. I'm not a that perfect guy who doesn't compare myself with any other person. Okay, so yeah, without wasting any further second, please grab a pen and paper and sit down in a quiet place so that you can understand what I'm gonna tell you in this video. Let me clear my throat. so so as I mentioned that today's video is all around comparing yourself. So why we start means why we do that thing, why we compare ourselves. This is not only our problem, this is also everybody's problem. Okay, everybody's, I'm talking about, this has become the biggest problem on earth. Yeah, this is serious topic. And I know that in every videos I mentioned that this is serious topic, this is big problem. Actually there is a reason behind for mentioning these kind of words. If I will not mention, so you will not listen me very carefully. So I just want your attention, and for grabbing your attention I just use this kind of words. Okay, I know this is just a method, this is just a way to grabbing your attention, but yeah, what should I do? I have to do so that you can get attention on this video. So something is happening in my throat. I don't know what's happening. Because of that my voice modulation is changing, my pitch and pace level is also changing. But yeah, this cannot distract me from not completing my video. Yeah, I hope you heard the sound. So let's get back to the topic. So if I start talking about little bit history of comparing, although I did not do my research on this topic, why when this word came in India or in this dictionary, so this I don't know about that thing. Okay, just go and Google and just go and chat GPT, so you will get to know that what is the history, where the word came from. Okay, so rest of thing you can do. Okay, but yeah, what just I'm just gonna tell you about the feelings, about the emotion we get after comparing, or once anybody is comparing ourselves or you to somebody else. Okay, that feelings I'm gonna tell you in this video, because that's what is very important in this video. So I know this is very weird. So let's just start it with my example. So if I give you my practical example or the story from which you can understand. So I always give my story related to English journey when I started learning English from FEA classes. So in backup then I was very struggling in English language. I was not able to speak a word from my fucking mouth. Yeah, I'm very serious. I'm not kidding. I was not able to speak a single word out of my mouth. Okay, this was dumb. I was in back then, and I was just comparing myself with other people who has put 10 months, at least 1 year, on his English communication skills, and now he is able to speak English. And I was just comparing myself after attending one class in FEA, and I started comparing. This was the bullshit. This was the bull. I think. Uh, what do I say that? Biggest kind of a mistake which I did in my past. Once you start comparing, so you do not see how much the person has put his work, his hours, his dedication towards that specific thing, and now he got that certain things which he deserve, that thing which he or she deserve. Okay, I know you are not getting, but once somebody is comparing you with other person, and you are comparing yourself with other person, so you do not ask this kind of a question, because you just feel that emotion, whatever the person is having in her or his life. You just want to feel that, and because you're not feeling, because you do not have that thing, so you just start comparing. What the fuck, the person has everything, His body is good, his hairstyle is good, his dressing sense is good, his humor is good, his job is good, everything is good, bro. And look at me, I'm not even good in anything, not in also in one thing also. So you just start, and from there it start happening, okay, it starts happening. Now you can't stop comparing yourself whenever you see that person, or you see you see somebody's talking about that person, so you automatically your mind start comparing yourself. And in that situation you degrade your values, or degrade your the self reflect in front of your eyes, in front of your image, okay. And that is not good for you, because I know, just answer me question. Are there nobody who who must be much better than that person? Of course there are multiple people or students or man or woman who are much better than that person with whom you're comparing, okay. Of course. So he can also compare himself with the other person who is who are oh, sorry who is very good then. Of course he can also compare, but yeah, instead of comparing himself to them, he just started living in that present time, okay. I know it, yeah. Sometimes it can help you to just get you from the situation where you feel comfortable, to work on those things which can give you the ideal kind of a thing which you desired, okay, which you actually deserve. But yeah, it only comes once you start putting the efforts, because values, your efforts, your dedication, your hard work will always pay off until you put on the right kind of a direction with the right kind of a dedication. Got it? So this is what importance, this is very important, bro. I know it might be not sounding very cool kind of a thing, very, what do you call that thing, very legend kind of a thing, but it's not that much cool, okay. It's just a very simple thing, very simple psychology which you just have to understand. And most of people, I'm just killing the mosquito because they are just disturbing me from not making a video, so yeah. So this is just a simple, what do I say that, simple kind of a common sense, we can say that. But although you know that this is not good, comparing yourself with the other person, it always end up in a bad situation. Once you start comparing yourself, it always gives you demotivation, it always gives you bad feelings after doing that thing. So it likes a porn, okay, it likes a masturbation. While doing that thing you feel good, but once you done it, you start feeling guilty, okay. This happens, this is natural. I know on someday I will talk about the porn and masturbation, because this is also a very good topic for talking. And I will also tell you how I am on a journey of quitting this kind of a thing. Now this thing you heard it. Now you can imagine that I also watch porn. But for 1 month I have been not watching. I think I have changed my characteristic and my values. I'm just, becoming the different kind of a identity. This thing I have heard, I have learned from a different book, which I just forget the name. Yeah, Atomic Habit. Yeah, yeah, Atomic. I do have the book also. I forget that where is the book. I'll show you one day when I will start making the content on that topic. Okay. So definitely I'll show you. I'll give the proof. I also read non-fictional book. Okay. I do not read much books on non-fictional kind of a stories, but whatever the book you have read or you are reading right now or you will read in the future, just implement, bro. Implement. I know I am just a little bit off the track, but yeah, try to understand. This is also important. Whenever you're reading book or you have read or you will be reading the book in the future, so whatever you have the knowledge of after reading that thing, just try to implement as fastly as you can, okay. Because so many people have so much knowledge than you, but they are not successful, they are not good than you. Why? Because they are not implementing in their life, they are not taking uses of those kind of knowledge. So what is the benefit of putting knowledge in your brain, okay, until and unless you start doing or you start taking action on the basis of those kind of action, those kind of knowledge, okay. I hope this thing makes sense. So yeah, I know you have understood today's video. I hope you understood today's video. If you are confused little bit about this kind of a topic, about anything which I have just mentioned in this video, so just do let me know in the comment box, so I'll try my best to resolve your solution, your problem, sorry. Thank you so much.